think running a day spa is all massages and relaxation? There is nothing relaxing about owning a day spa, but we're here to help. Serious spa owners know that being in the spa business isn't for the weak. It takes hard work, planning, and just a bit of luck. We should know because we've owned a successful day spa for over 20 years. Now we're opening up our playbooks and giving you the business insights to run your day spa rather than letting it run you. This is a Spapreneur podcast with Lynn Graves and Ramona Rice.
Spapreneurs. Hello. So I did something last night.
Yeah, you snuck out of the house without me knowing it.
Well, no, I went to go see improv show, and then I thought, oh, I could be in my early 20s like the rest of these fools, and I could go because I'm not going to drink. I'm like, no, I could go.
No,
and hang
let
out.
me explain. She is not a morning person to begin with, so that's a misnomer right there.
And just so here's the deal, guys. Even if you don't drink, if you stay out really late, it doesn't work. But
you are going to be 38 this year. Just pointing it out.
I'm well aware of this.
Okay.
So if my voice sounds like Peter Brady from the Brady Bunch, then now you know why. So, Ceci, I'm sure the Spapreneurs would love to know follow-up on our great dryer adventure.
Well, first of all, I am finally coming out of the fog of so many days of crazy insanity and being on, top form for 5 days. It really equates to almost 2 weeks because you're gearing up, then you're gearing back down, and I'm just now starting to feel like myself. But yeah, so I mentioned this before that I really like the Whirlpool Duet washer dryer because long term they have really, really, really held up.
Dear Whirlpool, you may send us dryers and washers if you like.
So, we've already bought 4 of them for different members of the family and everything else. So anywho, so I went to my favorite store, Lowe's, and I got a new dryer to be delivered. They were out, so it took them 2 days this time instead of just 1 day to get it.
Wait, you could get it in 2 days instead of weeks and weeks and weeks like that other place?
Oh, you mean like Home Depot? Let's not even discuss them. They're not worthy of the name.
Shalom Depot.
So I order it, and they say, and you want our guys to install it? And I'm like, no, not really. I just change out the plug and I hook up the dryer vent. I don't know why I'm saying these things to these people because they would have hooked it up, but no, the control freak in me is still in high gear from Valentine's. So they deliver it, and I teach the girls without looking at the instruction manual. This is how you put the new plug in, and I hook it all up, and I plug it in the wall, and it sparks really bad, and I think to myself, I wonder why it sparked like that when I plugged in the wall. So then the power won't come on. So I go to the fuse box, and one of the breakers is tripped. And I went, well, that doesn't say dryer, but maybe that's what's wrong with it. So I flipped the switch back to the other side. Sizzle, pop, smoke, loud noise. 3 of us jump 5 feet high and jump back. And I think to myself, I think I'll call my electrician. Come to find out, I had not hooked the wires up correctly on the dryer, switched those around before he got there. He had to pull the breaker, which should have been easy to do, and I couldn't get it to do it. So we finally have a dryer, but just when you think you know it all, you realize, no, you don't really know it all. You need to read the instructions every now and then.
Or if the people
want to install it for free,
no
extra cost. I'm just telling you, my
delegate where you can.
Yeah, I agree, but my control freak was turned on maximum, and she had not settled down from Valentine's.
We need to give her a name.
Sybil.
Yes, that's a really good name.
Sybil was in charge, and
you were
Sybil
really
has gone back to sleep, though.
I will say, for this Valentine's Day, I was laughing with some of the therapists. I got worked on by Jedi,
yes,
a couple days ago, and he's glorious. He's so good. And he was laughing, going, "Your mother was just your mother this weekend." I'm like, I know, but I didn't tell him, but it's like we said last week. You got to be there during these times.
Yeah, you've got to.
Just to support them. Just to be there.
Well, not only that, then the piles of laundry, because when I wasn't there, they slacked off of laundry. When I was there, everybody was snapped to and a little bit more sharp. And that little bit more sharpness really helps out when you need it to. Now I can sit back and relax and start fine tuning them here and there. But
and again, you're going to go to Lake House this weekend.
Oh, God.
You put Lake House weekends back on the
I need a break.
The rice and gravy calendar. So we share a Google Calendar to keep the kids tangled and just so like we know, hey, I'm going here because I have a travel schedule. And
if y'all haven't caught it, it's rice and gravy because I'm Graves last name and she's Rice. Isn't that cute?
Yeah. So and again, when I get married, I probably won't change my name because
Gromel and gravy don't sound right.
Well, no, it's not that.
Sounds like
you know what? I've really thought about it. One, marketable. I could go out like, with Spapreneur and podcast and everything else I do, just as Ramona Rice there and legally change it. I might legally hyphen it, but I'll always have the rice because it's not like I divorced the man.
No, I agree.
I want to be connected to the kids. So
I agree.
But, being there, especially for new, because we had several new people who had never been through a Valentine's
Day. This was their first time, and they were like, what?
We had meetings with them, and when we have a new person come into our office, a lot of times they are students that we've worked with the local massage school, which helps. And we have externs, and we do that on purpose.
But you still can't get across to them the Valentine scenario. They don't get it till they experience it once.
But this is like any kind of massage school.
Yes.
They don't get it until they get it. So
yes.
We had a question in Spapreneur.
So we're switching it around today. I gave you the little antidote follow-up, but our whole thing today is going to be about a question that was given to us.
Right, by Chelsea Taylor in our Facebook group. Again, we'll have a link to the Facebook group in our show notes. This is episode 35 of the Spapreneur podcast.
We're getting
along in the tooth there. Yeah. So this is Chelsea Taylor. She writes, so I have a new massage therapist who is so eager and seems to be a really hard worker. Yay.
Yeah, that's number one step. Okay. That's number one.
She could do books. I thought about having her call past clients. Is that annoying though? Great question. So I decided, she really wanted to know answers, and we were going to try to do a Facebook Live. But again, the last 2 weeks between Valentine's Day, President's Day, the acknowledgement of the day my husband passed away, it just was too much.
But today is a new day, and
we're
it's
ready
a new
to talk
year.
About it. And it is. It really is.
This is where our year begins because Jimmy's death was yesterday for us, and now we're moving on. Yay!
Yes, and we're gonna get rid of that awful chair.
That's a whole different story. That's a whole.
So we're gonna devote this entire show because I think this is really important for those of you who are considering bringing in people into your business. One of the best things to do is actually to bring a new therapist. Here are the benefits.
Oh yeah.
Number one, they have no bad habits that the industry has put on them.
That's right. They haven't formed those stupid things that they could do and have gotten away with, like cutting off a client 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that. The clients are watching the clock.
Yeah. Things like, or stacking the sheets on top of each other. Gross. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It is very tempting to do that when you're uber busy, but no, don't do that.
Put them under the table. You can have a couple sets of folded sheets on the table if you're really that busy. But guys, you're not that busy. You're not that busy.
I hate to admit, many, many years ago, I did that thing and it would save me time when I was completely by myself. But no, in the end, it just finally struck me as, ooh, this isn't right. So.
Yeah, I'm glad you switched that. So,
yeah.
So what we do at De-Stress is a couple of things. We really rarely, we take on experienced therapists, but they have to be a really special experienced therapist.
Yeah, and the best ones for me are the ones that have been out there for about a year, and they're eager to work and learn, but where they are not feeding them that. So we bring them in, we break a few of the bad habits, like my favorite. Okay, get undressed to your comfort level. I'll be back. I'm sorry. Could you?
What does comfort level mean?
Explain that to me a little bit more.
Because in a room with a stranger, my comfort level is this: I took off my socks.
Yeah. So, so breaking the small habits, but they're not so far gone. Now, I have had therapists that have joined me after being in business for 8 years, but they're very special personalities like Jody, who just want to be happy and do a good job. And she's a team player.
Yeah.
But those are kind of hard to find.
The bulk of our staff have come from us from the externship. So let's talk about this. We partner with a local school in Virginia. They have to have so many,
and that's where Massage Envy gets a lot of their
theirs too.
Students.
And I think that's great. Massage Envy. Okay, let's be clear. Massage Envy's Pizza Hut's a massage. They are a good place for people starting out.
Good training ground.
You know, good 6 months in there just to see, number one, can I do this, and get some money in to recoup that investment in massage school. I'm not saying that's bad. What I'm saying is if you stay there too long and you're unhappy, that's the problem.
Are you a follower or are you wanting to be a leader? That's where
there is
the
a
rubber
market.
hits the road.
There is a market for it. So, we get them, and what's great about us as a business perspective, number one, they're completely free for us. We don't have to pay them as their students.
No, and we charge clients to get massage from them.
Like $35 a session.
Now,
so it's pure
the
profit
tips
for us.
go to them.
Absolutely.
And
they
we
earn those
encourage tips for them.
We really encourage tips to get them. And then we get feedback. And then what's cool is we do this throughout the lifespan of our massage therapists. We are basically a, not a teaching spa, obviously, but we have a teaching mentality of like, I don't know how to do this. Can I pop in the room with you and learn this? Can we work on this for 5 minutes?
Yeah, we believe in menage a trois.
Yeah, and what we mean by
that.
And
the clients really
love it.
Most of them don't have a problem. Every now and then you'll meet a client that'll say, I just want to be, this is just for relaxation. I prefer you not come in there. Okay,
sure,
that's
no
fine.
problem. But like if we've got our super regular clients, they love it when we have students.
They're like, don't you think somebody else needs to come in this room with us today? Yeah, okay.
Because it makes a difference. So the client feels super special. They didn't have to pay anything extra. And then all of a sudden this new student, even if we're not hiring them, are learning good things that'll make all of massage therapy or all of skincare look really good. So that's number one. Number two is that you have to have a marketing plan just like anything else, because when we get students in, we're going to talk about students first and then we're going to talk about bringing in them afterwards. Okay, guys. So when you have students in, you have to have a repeatable marketing plan. Ours is super easy. We get a student in. We know when we're going to get them in.
Okay, this is where our email marketing comes in so strong, because
that's the only place we do it.
I would be uncomfortable picking up the phone and having a personal conversation with clients saying, hey, I got somebody new. You want to come in here and like lay on their table? No, but I can send out a blank broadcast email to all the clients saying, hey, we've got a new student in or a new therapist, and we're trying, and I'm blatant about it. We're trying to build their business. So come on in. We'll take $5, $10 off and enjoy a massage with them.
Well, okay, let's talk about this. I really want to break this down separately. I really want to break this down. Okay, so student, we charge $35. It's just basically what our cost is to run the room and that sort of thing. It's pure profit for us. Great.
We don't discount that. It's already discounted.
Yeah, and there are no discount because it's already super discount. It allows us to serve the community who are either cheap, let's be honest, or who honestly can't afford regular care.
It's our little version of Groupon.
Yeah, it really is. And it's a good experience for them. So that's number one. When we have a brand new therapist in, we do an entire big thing. We send out several emails to our entire database going, we have a brand new student. Most of the people are not going to necessarily, brand new therapists. Most of the people are like, no, they love the person they're with. That's fine.
Yeah, but we have a whole core group that are like, sure, let me try this person out.
When we have a new person, our front desk also knows we give the new people clients who just request a time period, not a particular therapist. If they request a particular therapist, we always try to honor that request. But if it's really, no, I need to get in at 10 o'clock in the morning for a 60-minute massage.
Great, we have Steven available. Would that be good for you?
We don't tell them they're new.
Yeah, no.
No, we don't do that. We don't discount those.
No,
there's no reason to.
No.
Now, we will send an email out saying, hey, we have Steven here. He's brand new. We are, ready. We're building his books. And if those clients mention that email, then they get the discount. And we don't discount on days on like Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays.
Days we know we're going to fill up anyway. But this is where the email marketing is so strong, because you can pick and choose how you want to utilize it, whether it's for a student or whether it's for a seasoned therapist. Because sometimes you have within your community crossover clients that they may have bought a gift certificate to you or something. You have their email, and suddenly Jody shows up and she's working for us. But see, she wasn't able to tell all of her clients where she was going because ethically, it's just not correct to do that, even though, we all do it.
I'm gonna call fucking shenanigans on that shit.
I don't disagree,
I hate non-competes. I think...
she didn't have a non-compete.
No, I know that. But if you are running a business, guys, where you have a non-compete, shame on you.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
Your business needs to be strong enough that if a person leaves, you're not terrified that they're going to take all their people.
Yeah, no. So they take all their people. You have
add
more
people.
in.
You add more people in. Never be afraid of that. If that's what you're worried about, you are focusing on the wrong things in your business.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
So, but we like to say, hey, Jody has joined our group. This is what she's strong at doing. This is what she really loves. And a lot of times people will say, oh, I've been looking for Jody. I wondered where she went.
Yeah.
So they'll show up.
So that happens. But with a newer therapist, like what Chelsea's talking about, we used to, before we had a front desk person, the therapist would run the desk. So guess what we did? We had the new therapist run that desk.
Yep. Sure did.
But guess what they got to do? Schedule themselves first.
That's right.
And that's what we would teach them.
I mean, we did that up until about 12 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
And it worked really well, and it kept down the cost of front desk. Now, that does not replace a real receptionist if you can afford it. So,
and most of you really can if you're doing your profit first and your budget alchemy. You know, you totally can. I promise you guys, it's well worth the investment.
So it is worth it to invest in your email marketing and get that done. The other thing I like to do is I always have spare T-shirts hanging around with the De-Stress logo on it. Mm-hmm. And I tell them, put this on, wear it everywhere you go, because people are going to ask. Have a card made up. And on that card, not for students, but for therapists, come see me, $5 off. Now, I don't like discounting a lot, but you're meeting a stranger for the first time. Give them a reason to come in and see you.
Yeah.
Even though we're running into a little problem with Rachel. Rachel is 21. She is just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. It's the youthfulness, and she stays toned, and she works out, and she's got these long, sleek muscles. And, you know, she looks like the all-American girl with the long, curly hair. Well, she's been doing this at the gym, wearing her stuff and working out. And the boys are, hey, you got time for me? Well, she let one of the guys come in to see her. Mm-hmm. And he started asking her personal questions. So, would you like to go to lunch? Would you like to do this? Would you like to do that? And she said, the vibe of it just put her off. She said, and then come to find out, she said, I checked him out on Facebook. The dude's married.
Gross.
And so the next time she went there, he said, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. Would you have time for me to get on your table? She said, sure. And just call the office. She said, I wouldn't give him my cell phone number. Smart girl. Just call the office, and why don't you book one for your wife, too? I'm sure she'd enjoy it also.
Nice.
So you got to be a little bit careful in how they present themselves. But Rachel's a strong little girl. She can handle what comes her way. But wear the T-shirts. Have a card available to pass out, and let them know you're professional. And
you can totally, as a business owner too, guys, because Chelsea, you can totally have a blank box of cards that have your business name information, and a therapist can write their name with a really nice marker.
Yes.
You know,
until they get their own cards.
Yeah, until they can, and then sometimes if they're that good, like with Steven now and all the new ones, we just go ahead and invest in the first couple, because it's not that expensive. It makes them feel...
we know that as students, they don't have a lot of money, and they're transferring from becoming students to to licensed therapist. So the first like $250 is $5. We will do that.
Yeah, because it's just and it's our way too of planting. We care about you beyond you just making us money.
Now he did create his own card. Steven did, and talk about talent. I was like, whoa.
Is that the ones with the muscles on them?
Yeah.
Well, no,
really popped up.
They really look good. He took advantage of our, saying we'll pay for them.
He took it seriously.
And he took it seriously. So that's why I'm like, we're really messing him. The other thing you as an owner need to do is, and this is just part of, I believe that if you're working in your business, you should set time aside to work on your business, but that also includes you as an owner. If you have people working with you, particularly new babies, you need to spend at least an hour a week, honestly, working with them. And not working on modality things, little things that they don't teach you in massage school, those money moves, you know what I mean? How to elongate that massage, those finishing moves, the little touches that make just the difference between a very seasoned professional massage therapist or esthetician versus I'm brand new out of school, I'm still clumsy.
Okay. For me also, it's very important that you would think that the way we teach is I have that student come in and give a lot of massages. Actually, half the time they're receiving massages because they need to know what experienced hands feel like. They need to feel the difference in what they do and what they've learned in school versus what we really dish out there. And every time they feel a move, they're told, okay, ask, how did you do that? What did you do?
Yeah.
So we break it down for them.
The other thing is that we often have them also not sit at the front desk and work the front desk, but observe the front desk, because that's really important for them to understand that that front desk is there to help them. It is there to make them see, like, that's why, we stay on time. We, do the like little things, like we don't run over. We stay on time. How we greet the clients in the lobby, how we say goodbye to the clients and educate them to get them back in.
And even seasoned therapists, because your place is going to be different than where they've been before. So they need to observe our culture and the way we do things. Now, this is also another very important point for me. You may not agree with it, but it works for us. I believe energy is like planting a tree. You have to plant it and allow it time to dig deep roots, or it's not going to withstand the harder times.
Absolutely. Meaning,
if the books are completely open for the day and the therapist is there, the therapist who not just every now and then say, I'm going to go off for a while, why don't you just give me a call? But when they do that every time, no, you're not planting your roots. Bring a book, bring a puzzle.
Bring your knitting.
Yeah, but sit there and plant your energy and just make that place part of your energy. It really does work. And if people continually block out with us, I tell them, look, you have a choice. You can continue to block out and go away.
We're going to take you off that day.
Yeah. And we're not going to chase you down.
No.
I don't have time to chase you down and call you and say, hey, somebody wants to come in an hour. Do you want to come in and work on them? Nope. I'm not going to do that. I want someone who wants to be there to invest in that. So
now, if you are a new therapist who are listening to this podcast, welcome. Listen to what we say. We know what we're talking about.
Yes.
So welcome. But here's my tip for you. If you're in a day spa like us, where we have multiple service providers and a front desk, you get a front desk person on your table ASAP, because they are your best advocate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Or, okay, let's say you're a single person. You don't have that. You get your hairstylist, your nail tech, your gardener, your car mechanic. You get people who are,
and you
know other people.
And if you don't charge them, it's okay. I promise it's okay for these massages, because this is what you're doing. You're building word of mouth.
Yeah, this is marketing. This is where your marketing dollars go.
Yeah, I'd rather you give this one for free than buy an ad somewhere.
Oh, God, yes. The ads do not, as far as I'm concerned, ads don't work.
We did.
They do on Facebook.
Well,
that kind of
but
thing,
that's the thing. Even on Facebook, we only do them when it's like, seasonal. Like we are, what. I wish y'all could see this. Tessie has an itch.
Itches.
So she's digging and she found a pencil. Very good. But like we did a Facebook ad for, okay, stop moaning. That's gross. We did a Facebook ad for Valentine's Day. It was a video ad. It was really good. It did really well, but we weren't advertising specific therapists. We were advertising the day that we are a solution for that day.
So, but money spent on other people is money well spent. And the key to that are find the people who have other people they're in contact with. Go to your doctor if you're friendly enough and say, please, if you can't get on my table, do you have a nurse or somebody that interacts with the staff? Put them on my table, because once again, stop trying to pretend like this isn't about money. Tell them, I need to build my business.
You know what? That's the best thing you've ever said.
I say a lot of good
shit. I know,
shit.
but that one's really good. Stop pretending it's not about the money. Guys, I
love
that. Oh my God, that's so powerful, because I think
she's starting to wake up now.
Well, I feel like sometimes in this industry, one of the biggest problems, new or otherwise, is we're afraid to talk about money.
But
or
now that is where Massage Envy is successful. Is they don't pretend. They're a corporation.
They're very clear. You will pay to get in here. I love that.
So don't pretend it's not about money, and be blunt with them, but kind. Say, I need to build my business, and I'm asking you to help me. And this is win-win situation, because I'm going to give you a free massage. All you got to do is, if you like it, tell everybody. If you don't like it, please be honest with me. Please tell me what you don't like.
Directly, not online.
Yeah,
directly.
Tell me what you didn't like.
What didn't you like? And it could be something as simple as, well, I didn't like your music choice.
No. My favorite, because I'm bad about this. I was when I first started out. I'm not anymore. Well, you just talk too much during your massage. All right, I get it. I'll shut up.
And she never did.
Now they try to get me talking. It's like, no, I don't really want to talk. I'd just rather daydream while I'm doing this. But yeah, that's a common one. But get them to, and if you don't think they'll tell you that, ask them, did I talk too much? well, maybe you could have pulled back a little bit. You know,
Sure.
they want to be tactful.
The other thing you can do as a brand new therapist, there's a couple things. A lot of USC doing on-site's great. Those do actually work for charity.
I guess.
But here's the deal with that. If you give them, anytime you give somebody something for free, it's not free. They're going to give you something, whether it's an email address, whether it's, hey,
acknowledgement and a T-shirt and advertising
something.
for you.
So, you don't do chair massage for free. When we first started out, we would do on-sites, but it would be for key places. It was just to get our name out there.
It was for the bigger ones, though. You've got to differentiate between, and this is not a slap at some of the smaller charities because they're very important to our communities. But like the mom and pop little church, and they need an on-site for something.
So sorry,
if I have time and it pulls at my heart,
yes, a personal connection.
However, if I'm going to plan one out, it's going to be for the big ones: the Alzheimer's Walk, the Run for Cancer, the
March for
Arthritis Foundation, something
things that correspond directly with our business,
and at one of their big, more sporty type of events. I tell you, the most fun event that we did was it was a bunch of rugby players.
Yes. Oh my God, that was so scary.
Was
Remember,
first
off, they were so muddy, we would have to wipe them down.
No, they started out nice and clean with the usual bawdy jokes of, "Hey, baby, can I get a happy ending?" It's like, sure, bring it on over here. I mean, these were rough and tumble men, and they were saying this kind of stuff in front of their girlfriends and wives, so we felt pretty comfortable. It was me and Julie.
Well, and also we were out in the middle. You were out in the middle of a field.
But we should have gotten a little suspicious when our tent was set up right next to the ambulance, and it's like,
yeah,
I guess the city requires them to have an ambulance here. Oh no. They would go out and play rugby. By the time they get on our table again, how bruises take a long time to form? Oh no, they'd already be black and blue, and somewhere in the ambulance, and somewhere getting on our table. It's like, holy cow. But it was a fun event, and it got our name out there because these were rough and tumble guys, and the women were there. So while the guys were out there playing, we'd slap the women on there. So we got our name out there pretty strong.
Yeah, so don't be afraid to do that. And also, again, don't be afraid to donate gift cards, even if it's just for a half hour of your massage. Give them to charities, like those smaller charities.
I have a little issue with the half hour ones because to me that feels cheap. If you're going to do a half hour, give it and do the hour. Give them the full scope of what you're capable of doing. Every now and then we'll give out a 30-minute one if it's somebody that's really not a charity that we really want to support because it's a low. I sound so bad when I say it that way, and I'm trying to think of a name of one, but there are just these piddly ones.
Well,
sometimes.
It's not piddly. Every charity matters, but it is one of those where you just look. You don't have to donate to everybody if you don't want to. We have, just because that's us. Because
well, if you can say no to them, good luck to you. I've never been able to say no.
Oh, so. I can say no. I'm an awful person, though.
I'm always afraid of who else they know. It's like, and the communities are small. So every now and then I give out the 30-minute. But if I give out a 30-minute one, what I do is I give out
multiple ones.
Well, I either give them like 4 30 minutes, or I like the golf tournaments where I'm thinking it's up at Kingsmill, which is a super duper high end resort. And I'm thinking they're not going to come to us anyway. And they're just going to pass it out to somebody else. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's not directly related to us.
Yeah.
So.
But also those are ones where you have multiple. You can go to Vistaprint and do like $10 off or $5 off and have them put in the gift bags.
In the gift bags. Yeah. That's
and,
wonderful.
and people, they use those more sometimes than the freebie. So yeah.
Another way for either seasoned therapists or for new therapists to try to build up a business is to get involved in a local charitable group. And I know we talk about charities all the time.
Or gym. Like
Rachel.
Rachel or Jen, honestly. She gets most of her clients.
Jen goes to CrossFit. And they're a hurting bunch.
It's so funny. We talked about this on 6 Pillars. One of our 6 Pillars members, Denise, goes to CrossFit and is getting a ton of business from trainers. And again, her massage business, Legitimate Massage in Las Vegas, she's going to freak out right now that she's being mentioned. Hi, Denise, we love you. You're driving across Las Vegas right now. Okay, so, but she's found her niche, and then she goes after that niche. So if your niche is like relaxation, or your new therapist would be great as a relaxation therapist, go to where the mothers are. Because that's who need it.
You would not want to go to CrossFit because if you're into the CrossFit, so Denise, listen up. Yeah. You need to understand how to do neuromuscular and deep tissue specific work. That's where Jen has really excelled. And you start helping some of these people with some of their very chronic conditions, you won't need to worry about business anymore.
Because here's the deal about going after those kind of people. They're already in a cult-like nature.
Yes.
They already love this one little thing. So if you can help them enjoy that one, I'll never forget a chiropractor I worked with. He goes, my job is not to make them better. My job is to help them do the things they love outside of this. So if I have a man that loves to hunt and fish and I can make his back better so he can go hunting and fishing, he's going to see me all the time.
Yes.
And it's so smart. You've got to think of it that way. You got to think, okay, if I have somebody who's into CrossFit or who's a marathon runner and I can help them keep running as long as they can, they're going to see me all the time. It's true. And they're going to tell their friends.
Yes.
So don't be afraid if you, especially new therapists, if you're into CrossFit or tennis or, some type of charity work. Like I do improv. And guess what? That improv thing, it's like a church and it's very cultish. And guess what? We all buy things from each other.
Yes.
So I've had improv people drive all the way from Norfolk, which is not easy, to Newport News to get massaged.
It's all about the tunnel. You have to listen to one of our first episodes to understand all about the tunnel.
But I know that if I put in a de-stress in that area, they would immediately go, let's go to Ramona's place. I don't want to. Sorry, push. It's not going to happen.
No,
it's definitely not. No.
Not in my lifetime.
Not in my lifetime. No. There was once a time where I wanted to de-stress express in every corner, and then I had babies, and I'm like, no, I can barely handle the two have. And the de-stress. No.
So we've given you a lot of really good ideas of how to get this new therapist started, but I want you to remember it takes time. Okay.
And you've got to tell them that. You cannot, when you're hiring these guys and girls, say, oh, yeah, you're going to X amount of appointments, unless you are a big chain spa or like something like us. Even us. We can't always guarantee they're going to have full books every day.
No. And even with us, because we have so many that prefer other therapists, we have to carefully weed it through. And a newer therapist most times cannot handle the bulk of how many you can send their way. So
exactly. So, and again, you have to give them realistic expectations, just like a client.
Yes.
If a client comes in, can you fix this in a day? No. We all know this. I can give you relief right now. I can make your skin look better right now.
Yes.
But the overall chronic condition, no, that's going to be something you're going to have to treat for a while.
Yes.
Same thing with building a business is that you're just going to have to. And all these tips, guys, apply to skincare and nails and even hair. A lot of the things we've talked about, you can totally do. So let's recap some of the tips again. Number one is you got to let people know you have a new therapist or student therapist. Get the word out there. That's why that email is so important. Number two is make sure that you are mentoring them. Don't send them to see, not to fail. Don't just shove them in a room and say, okay, good luck. No, work with them. Show them how you set up your room. Show them how you get a client on and off the table. Role play with them about how do you explain the dressing part, because schools don't do that really well. I'm sorry.
No, they don't. And they always think I'm crazy for being over exuberant about the explanation of how to dress and get on the table.
You get one naked person on your table one time.
And we get this survey saying, did they explain to you how to undress properly? Those are some of the lower scores also. It's like, okay, folks, how easy is this to satisfy this particular problem? So
again, when people come to see you, they don't want to think anymore. They legitimately don't want to think anymore. They want someone for an hour to 90 minutes to just take care of them.
Yes.
Even if they're in pain, even if it's a neuromuscular massage, they don't really want to have to think about what they need to do. So I don't care if you've seen them 1,000 times or this is the first time. Remind them what the setup is, what needs to be done, and ask them today what bothers you. Because it may be very different than what bothered them the last appointment.
Now, I will tell you that I don't explain how to, on my clients I've seen for a long time, how to get undressed. I just simply say, okay, get it down to the birthday suit. I'll be back in.
That's different, but
is different.
But you still ask what?
Oh, every time.
Every time. You don't assume.
So, and I also try to remember. Now we're deviating a little bit, but I also try to remember what some of the problems were previously. So you were having a problem with the knee. How is that feeling today? Yeah. Anything new I need to know about? And since one of my guys is in his 80s, there's always something new.
Right.
Always.
Or again, if it was a really intense session, you can ask them, how did you feel the day after?
Yeah.
Doing those things and teaching your new therapist to do those things, that is the difference between an excellent spa professional versus an okay spa professional. And that's where you win against the Pizza Huts and massage, because they're not training them how to do that.
So the key to all of this is, recapping some of this, is you got to get the word out there, however you want to do it. You got to do the email. You need to get them into a shirt of some kind. Get something to put on the back of their car, not the side of their car. That's another episode. You can go find it in like the first 10 podcasts that we did. And, you got to find ways of getting the word out there, and then start teaching them in-house how to make a difference, how to stand out from the crowd. I don't want to be known as one of the same. I want to stand out so I'm remembered. Okay.
Yeah. Real quick, speaking of standing out of the crowd, we are wanting to expand our podcast reach just a bit. So we're going to ask you, loyal Spapreneur fans who have been listening to us,
please
share the episodes. If you're in a spa community where you are, talking to people on Facebook groups, I am one of those. I will never self-promote in a Facebook group unless someone asks a specific question that we've covered in an episode, and I will share the link there. I'll offer to share a link because I just think that's the right thing to do. But if you are a part of a spa community or a massage community or a skincare community and you think we offer great advice, thank you. Please share it with us.
And review us, please.
Yeah, and I don't think, let's explain how, and it's Apple Podcast reviews that we really need more than anything. So what you do is you open up the podcast app on your phone. If you have an iPhone, it's a purple app that looks like a little microphone. You press it, you type in Spapreneur in the search bar. It goes to our page, and then from there you can write a review. I'll post a tutorial how to do it on the show notes. This is episode 35. So if you go to spapreneur.com/035, you'll get those instructions, as well as, guys, again, we are very soon launching the first ever Spapreneur membership community. And what that is this. You guys want more access to myself and Lynn. I can't do that at a scalable level unless...
I said this before. You can't have me. Okay. Hell, I can't even find me anymore.
Okay, Sybil, calm down. The multiple personalities of Sassy. Spapreneur membership community, we are starting a waiting list for it right now. We are building it. I'm really excited. There are going to be forums and community members, because the Facebook group as it is right now is not changing, but it will change very soon. Like all of you guys asking those really specific questions, I'm going to be spending more time with my paid members. And the reason why is, number one, I have babies to feed and I'm about to move out of this woman's house, so I have to pay.
God.
Yes, and they're expensive. But number two is this. I really want to invest in those spapreneurs who are ready to invest in themselves. Yes. And I've proven it with my 6 Pillars women, because they are like, you will never get rid of us.
And every time I turn around in their Facebook page, they are like, look, I made my goal and I got this. And then they call each other out. Hey, bitches, look what I did this week.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, every single one of them has
so much fun.
Every single one of them has legitimately changed their business. We've had one who is dealing with a child with significant health issues who just got put onto a medical team and will probably get a ton of business from that. We have someone who's
that's that planting and that energy. They plant it into their business and they're building it.
Every week we meet for a weekly mastermind where we're talking about their business. They're asking me questions directly.
You have to ask them if they'll give you a referral, because
I'm sure
I don't want you guys thinking that we're just blowing smoke up your skirts or shirts or shorts or whatever. But I mean, I even stand back and think, wow, it's really incredible. They put it out there to the universe, and the universe is providing.
So I want to give the opportunity to more of you. I can't do it at this intimacy for a bigger group. So I'm like, how do I do this? So we're having proper membership group with a forum.
And she needs to make money so that we can come and visit with some of you guys. We want to come to some of the spa shows and all.
Well, let me be clear. We make money. I'm fine. Like, I can pay my bills.
She's starving.
I'm starving. I wish that would be so much skinnier. Yay, Weight Watchers. It's working though. I've dropped like 25 pounds.
I can see Oprah, you hear that?
I can see it in my face. Thank you, Oprah. Thank you, Oprah. Please run for president. I don't care what you say. Anyway, so it is going to be priced more affordable than the 6 Pillars program, but not too affordable where we get the ask holes, the ones that just ask and never listen. So if you go to this episode 35, there will be a link down there, but it is spapreneur.com/membership. There is no other information other than you put in your email. Now, it's going to go to my bigger email list, and that's fine. But here's the cool things that are going to be included into this. So we have the ultimate email marketing course. It is priced right now, I believe, at $450. It's an excellent course. It will teach you everything you need to know about email marketing.
And it's a
write-off. But that course is going to be part of this community. You will have instant access to that, plus other workshops. You'll have weekly masterminds with myself. I will be bringing experts, like my 6 Pillars women got a private meeting with Amber Duggar. Private meeting where they got to ask her all kinds of specific questions.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, I'm bringing in experts from outside the spa field to teach you things you don't think you know.
If you don't know some of these names we're talking about, go back and listen to other podcasts, because all of this is talked about in previous podcasts.
I want to bring in Chris Ducker, my business mentor from, England. I want to have Mark Asquith, who's like my other business guru from England.
Mark is cute.
He's adorable.
And he's single.
He is single, yes.
He's in England.
Well, he's in San Diego right now, but he'll be in England later. So he's visiting San Diego.
The gay boys are going to love Mark.
The gay boys do love Mark.
Oh, yeah. He's a cutie.
He's very pretty.
Oh, he is.
But he's
pretty.
so geeky. He's so geeky. So geeky. So I'm really excited for this membership. I'm really excited to invest. And this is going to be the best spa membership out there. There are others that are good. This one's going to be fucking phenomenal because I'm in charge of it.
And what is your counterpart name?
Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Yes. So anyway, head to spapreneur.com/035. Get all the deets on that. And guys, I cannot tell you, with 35 episodes in, we do this podcast with joy because we know that you listen to it. And
it makes us laugh. We go back and listen to it and we think,
damn, we're
especially
funny.
My all-time favorite is the poo-poo story.
Because that's a good story.
Oh my God, that was the funniest story. Okay.
All right, guys. Love you, mean it. Bye.
Bye.
Need more actionable steps to get your spa headed in the right direction? Head to Spapreneur.com, where we've got the tools, tricks, and methods to making your spa as successful as it can be. Spapreneur.com.